The music video I've chosen to analyse is a song called Saving Me, written and performed by the band Nickelback. The video was directed by renowned film director Nigel Dick, who is famous for his work with many A-list singers. The genre of the song is rock, and this can be identified through the instruments played, the artist's style of voice, and the choice of clothing the band members wear in the video are all characteristics of this genre. It's difficult to identify ways the lyrics could be illustrated by the visuals of the video. There are a couple of lines from the lyrics which I believe relate to the mental state and situation of the character in the video is facing. For example, I'm terrified of these four walls because iron bars can't hold my soul, and could imply that he's trapped in his own head. We can see this from footage because obviously nobody else can see the timers above their heads, so mentally he's completely alone in this situation. The second verse is introduced with the line, "Heaven's gates won't open up for me." This could mean so far in his life he is hellbound and is being given a chance to perform a miracle to save somebody's life to protect his own soul. And once he's done this, he can continue living his normal life, which we see at the end of the video. And of course, the lyrics from the chorus say, "If it's worth saving me," means if you get the chance to save somebody's life, or at least make their life better, then do it before it's too late. A clear visual example of this is at the end of the video when a burdened character pulls a woman away from the car before she is crushed. The video doesn't tend to cut to the beat, but some footage is enhanced by specific parts of the song. For example, when the first chorus hits, the beat and volume rise. Simultaneously, when the first revelation and narrative is displayed, you see through the eyes of the main character, using a first-person shot, allowing the audience to notice the timers above people's heads. The pace of the video, like the shot variation, speeds up slightly at the first and second chorus. This is hardly noticeable to a passive audience, however. Throughout the video, there is obviously no indication or hint towards sexual display or references. However, there are references towards the notion of looking. Regularly through the video, the lead singer of the group, Chad, will look into the camera while singing, but this will only occur in a medium close-up and no other. This enhances the connection Chad has with the audience and makes it more personal with a medium close-up, as opposed to him looking at the camera from a long shot. A much more effective use of the notion is during the first chorus and the revelation of what the character sees as unfolded. As this happens, the woman is looking directly at the camera with a confused expression, as if she's asking the audience themselves what they are looking at, as she is oblivious to what we can see. In a completely separate text, the video relates in some ways to the core idea of the film In Time, the idea of seeing how much time you have left. This point may be flawed, as In Time was released in 2011, and the video for Saving Me was made 5 years earlier. However, there is no proof that this video didn't act as an inspiration for the film. Footage in the video is highly enhanced using a solo. This part of the video shows an old woman's last moments as an ambulance crew tried to quickly get her back to the ambulance and rush her to hospital. The timer that the character sees is about to run out, and he witnesses her last few seconds before she dies. This also adds to the idea of his isolation, because at this moment, only he knew it was too late to save her. The music video is both performance and narrative based. The reason I think there's a lot of performance on what seems like it should be a narrative heavy video is because the band want exposure, while simultaneously giving the audience a narrative they can immerse themselves in. The performance and narrative of this video definitely relate to aspects of Nickelback's image at the time. The album the song was released for, All the Right Reasons, included works such as Far Away and Photograph. The narratives for both of these videos share an emotional story that different audiences can connect to. This is the same as their previous albums. This narrative is definitely not unexpected for Nickelback, as they clearly haven't tried changing their image. Even visually, their clothing and physical appearance is not made to look like the rich or famous. Nickelback regularly create videos that audiences can make an emotional connection to. This can date back as far as 2001 with How You Remind Me, and a year later with the release of Too Bad, both videos containing powerful storylines of loss, anguish, and retribution. This video offers Nickelback's audience the same emotional connection, but with a fresh, different, and more ambitious idea for a video. I think this is the record label's motive, so the audience doesn't feel like the band are not evolving with time. As visual effects become a useful tool to improve the look of the narrative. For example, the timers above people's heads and the statue crushing the car at the end.